looking on the movie is not uploaded somewhere, but no, it takes even like this takes some few days. This movie is crazy. They don't like it bigger. They don't put it in big in English. Download it, but only in Spanish or put it in English, but I don't know what language. Some Latin. Latin coming sooner. Hungaria. Alma station. Hungarians, how to say, so they like that, for them, in Hungary, the movies are synchronized, so not, Romania not even until this day is synchronized. They make only subtitles, I guess. The Hungarians like this, but they are brainwashed with this because they sometimes give a total other titles. Final destination. What is it? What is the title? Where the fuck is it, man? Final destination. Oh, come on, man, I push it. But Hungarian translated like final station. Say it like this correctly, I don't know whether it's morning or not. My mind is not always. Well, yeah, it's translated like this. There was not his meaning. Like Almas is the first Almas is first Hungarian leader's name. You know, who came from tanais. So that's why I want to say because why destination and the tanais river. Let's put that also. The Don river. But it appears first in English appears some fucking tanais city, Greek city also always, something Greek, something always fake Greek shit, Don river, man, for fuck's sake. Look, when they talk about Don river, they're not even put the tanais name. What did sound be good? Tasmania, interesting. This in Ungarn, that's what I was saying. Why the destination would there would be on May 16, you observe, as Jason's Phoenix Day. Why this destination has the 10 word. We came in my head in Russian, Jevi Jesic, they write like Desic or something like this. I wrote in Hungarian because more Desic, letter and the letter, like is a sign in a Slavic language which makes smoother the previous letter. So the letter. The Hungarian is like a Y made smoother the letter, so Desic. It's fucking 10 in Russian Slavic, And again, so the tanais river name, which is not Ukraine, I'll say sometimes Ukraine, but it's close to Ukraine, and that part is Russia, between the North Caucasus. Then the tanais river, English when reads probably say tanais. No, the English reads the AA. But what is Tennessee? But which is other similar Maryland also, Moria, Baltimore, Miss Small Lake, Tennessee and Cincinnati, in America. Sin again, whatever. And so tanais is the Don river. But this can be tanais, which is 1000 kilograms. Hungarian tennis, deze, don't name similar to do not Danube Hungarian, right? That a big river Hungary is that is a river. That's why I'm saying that this is what with the tanais. So if you take that the Hungarians came from nowhere. Soon they said we came from tanais, but look man, they're not even put where I started man for fucking what the fuck man, I close it. Not open it some fucking pages. Fucking drunk man. What the fuck I'm doing man? Fucking don't river man. Close to the Azov Sea. Here, this. This is Azov Sea. Until this is Ukraine. Almost is Ukraine, whatever, border. This was said border of Europe and Asia. It's BS, because why not like it's to date with Ural? You know? Greek city, man. Ah. Don't even put it out. But look in the text, they're not even entered to say, well, why is correct tanais? Ah, yeah, they entered it. Scythians again, Kazakh, everything was a sitting men. But now it came in my head that why similar to destination. Destination, you saw that it translated the Hungarian. Let's say, I started to forget Hungarian, I don't know what the fuck is it. Let's see, why is destination? What the fuck, man? Even has the nation, what? Maar je het zielen, weer. Het hier allemaal, hoe dit zie. Nou, het komt in my head. But destination station, how to say it, translate. Stay, whatever, the station is like a destination, you know. You go from a place to another, so. And Hungarian station is allemaal. But the fucking first Hungarian was allemaal. You know? But like I said, almost is Stepan. Stepan, Stepan, you know, they came from Steppe. But the Stepan is said who was founded Hungary and the Christianity, you know? So that Stepan stepped out from Steppe. And when they stationed, let's say, it's the founded country. Allom, Hungarian country is Allom. You know, state. Allom, you know. All literally means states, so like in English, states, you know. So that almost should be the homeland van there. And Stepan is who broke them out from Steppe or whatever, you know, because some moving, but not from Khazar. Here I want to say like Khazar also. Scythian and they call it sacae, but like I said, it is important. Romania fucking zece, but it is going to be called Romania with a ch, like this. Zece in fucking Romania means 10 also. So the Scythians are 10, and they live at the Tanais river, but it is 10 plus Tize in Hungary. You know, I think. And why destiny? En even Jessica from destination woorden, Jessica 10 in Slavic. You know? So 10 tribes live at the 10 rivieren. I want to say, well, why destination? Density, why dance? Interesting, in Solinus, I found it in English also. Put that out here. Come on, man. Fuck's sake. Google Brave search a little bit faster. Where the fuck? Here. Here, it says the jaxartes, Central Asia Aral Lake was believed the tanais don't here, it says. Scythian school is Silice, says laxartes in the jaxartes. Some say the solidus rather laxartes, but here is jaxartes. They make you information, insignificant information, you know. I was written L-letter or I-letter. I remember that they say solidus rather the jaxartes for laxartes. Here, where the ural, sorry, so it's the English translation, ural. Whatever. The soldiers. Yes, soldiers of great Alexander Hoste. Yes, it talks about Alexander Demodamas Seleucus. Hoste took these jaxartes to be the same. Rivere, they write like in English, that is tanais. I don't know what they, you know, these letters are written like this and these are not. That is the tanais. But Demodamas and captain of Seleucus Antiochus, a sufficient author in this behalf, passing over this river, went beyond the cities of all that were before him. What? To be another river than tanais. So it's a mess up something, but you know. Cos'è Solinus says the number of the people it is written. Talks about here. Numbers of the people innumerable hereabouts keep the same laws and customs that the Parthians do. If an universal consent from the beginning without breaking the alteration of the order is about fucking golden age screen. But it talks about jaxartes river, Abu Daria, Sirdaria, you know, Central Asia. As you can see, it's messed up with tanais, you know. And also another, Solinus is not for us about Alexander, but just mentioned. Two major sources about Alexander, you know, Curtius and Ariane. I guess Ariane is a messes up also the jaxartes river with tanais. So again, which happened in Central Asia probably happened in Eastern Europe. But if tanais can be this way in Duna, like I said, in fucking Hungary is this to reverse. Maybe it's fucking Central Europe, not the Central Asia. You know? And why, yeah, that's the crazy. It's why it talks about here is the most dense of populations. I translated this where I put it somewhere else. This is translated otherwise. If you go in translate from Latin, you can see this also. So in fact, it talks about Latin, how is it then? Latin. Alright, so let's make, I can't find it. Ab exodio moris custodite disciplina. Here, look, man, in English book also they mention it. Densissima popular fragment parties. Here is the most dense of the peoples who live with resentful laws of the Parthians, are translated as from the beginning of times, and where in an incorrupted way custodied rules the morals. I don't know what to say. It's a fucking golden age, man, you know. Okay. But yeah, he's north of Persia. Densissimo, you can see dense. Density. Density, ten also, yeah, well, dense. So why with the Solinus says this when it talks about the jaxartes, so the Zero Ramudaria, but in fact they let you understand that they understood is a tanais. You know? what is exactly the say that is the more dense of the biggest density of populations. Density, no? City, dit is similar to tanais, you know. Well, why is not about tanais says density? There are more and the interesting today is aral lakes, so that some black water making comes in mind, no? But they said aral lake is drawing out and but you can see ships even there. So Central Asia became the desert, in fact, semi-desert, whatever, you know. But he talks about Zolinu says the biggest density of population, so it's like fertile lands, you know. So they're making some black ritual with aral lake thrown it out and because we have source Solinus says there is the biggest not says compared to what and how, but you know. About Scythians here is not much left in sources, and you have these things put together. You put together, so you start to think, you know. So Persians call them sacae, zece in Romania, 10 again. So why exactly about tanais or jaxartes, you know, talks about density, but if it's in middle of Europe, that Hungary is density. It was also tension, right? Because if you big, if in fact you can say that it is too big the density of populations, you know, overpopulating, there is arrives a tension between the peoples, you know. Moral is crazy. It just came in my head from this thing because I put that here to not forget to. I sent it to Jason. Why exactly May 16 is the release date, you know? It's the 6th, I guess, or 7th, 6th. 6th. Even put the fire and school had one torch, you know, against some burning. Phoenix man. Had it very Hungarian, also, or boys. So they know Hungarian again, I could say. That you know, when they make some horror movie or action movie like Terminator, they always like to put this big sounding, you know, bloodlines or you know, Terminator, I don't know, Legacy or Origins or you know, all this, or the X-Men series also Origins and also X-Men has also even I guess Phoenix series, one of the movies, you know, has the title. So why Destiny and Destination? Yes, let's put the Destiny also. But Destiny is like, Destiny also means like a destination because your life goes to that point which was, and after that you say this was my destiny, you know, it's an ending point, how to say, station. So why around here is Scythia, tanais, don't even, they're not even able to explain. There are marches, of course, nomads. Center of nomads was in the swamps, you know, the big plains, but there is was swamps where this tanais and Meltian, Paulus Meltis, is always mentioned in the sources, you know, Azov otherwise. This is the Hungarians said also came there. Who also came there or crossed there, Tartars also. It's about now, it is, they will look even at Amazon or something. It's about the wider thing, it's not even Central Asia or Hungary, Central Europe or Eastern, it is about sitting met. Tenne, tenne. And all there was a Scythian name, rarely, but was written, and I saw sacae also. Ziet again has the Tuzi also. Hungarian is fire again. Diese is tenne. What I go on that. I had the Khazaria thing also, because they were later up pieces some Khazaria. Right? Khazaria has the, in fact, let's say this letters, K, Z, no? But has the zece, in fact, no? La Romania, zece, but they zece. Or there was more tribe is the sacae. And see all these tribes like Scottish, Czech probably, Kozak also. Has the zece, so that's the Khazari also has the tanais. So the 10 tribes, are Khazaria. So let's write down. Khazaria equals 10 lost Tibet, let's say. But I want to say 10 here, Hungarian is fucking C. We go back to C. 10 tribes and 10, all this. The Scythia and the tanais is probably was a place where they move. Let's say even can be that they overpopulation and they split out all around the world. That was in Eastern Europe, was in Central Europe, was Central Asia. Probably these places were last conquered by Perezars, if you go like simple way. That's why we have the shittiest history. Shittiest Italy. In the shitty version I can also make connections, whatever. Kazar kiszari ungaram is shit salt. Se szereteni zsidó ungaran is Jew. So, but the Szide magi ungaran, but magyar. So not the magyar sorte it also the Jews, whatever. You choose. Choose them, choose which you like it. Khazaria in interesting Hungarian for 1000 say that's it. But Khazaria similar to Gika Intes, similar to horse, similar to hussar again. But hussar name can be flug, like as hose was are Hungarian is flugprince. Again we are back to Scyths. Uz is chase, choose a Caucasus name also. And Us is swims. Jesus, Ias is Hungarian archer, so arrow men, but R is flude Hungarian, and roe or oar men is seaman, not to say in English. So again, it's about the stepping people again. It's clear man is a stepping story, is a sea story. Plus is Jew Khazar 10 trap story also. But then, I wanted, but not came so they're thinking why destination. But hey, destination of the lost 10 tribes or the sea peoples, like catastrophe, where they went and shit, interesting. So destination, destiny, density, dense, tension, some shit happened. Then tiso. And exactly about jaxartes say Solinus that the biggest the density of populations. Densissima hic populorum frequentia. Frequentia wanna be like not frequency, but there was interesting frequency also, no? Used in electronics and so everything is connected. Even electronics. In electronics way probably you could also explain this shit. Frequentia is Romanian used also like how many times something appears in an interval of time, which is a frequency, in fact, no. But it's not just say for electronics, but here it can be understood like people's frequency, how many they are in a certain lane or I don't know. Moris is translated sometimes as a morale, but I entered and it said interval of time. So again, I don't know if I would be spiritual or something. Well, if I could enter in all this August book, They're not translated. Here is the Solinus Latin edition. Here is explained Tanaim jaxartes, Solinus laxatem, jaxartes. Oxus river also say it was something. Other interesting, they don't know when Solinus lived. They see they put circa. Even Jason quotes him, so like was accepted something, whatever. So why this is fucking golden age man. From the beginning, creation. without fucking breaking the alteration of the order. So some universal, I put it up like unbreakable universal golden age, you know. But of course, they don't say positive things about Northerners or Scythians, let's say, just like that. So cannot. And Hungarians came with all motion, with all mistake in our destination. So all these Hungarians coming from there is a final, moving on the higher thing, man. It's not some crazy nomads came, they chased it from Khazaria. So, oh, there was a Khazar's name up here says Guzai also. But we fuck how to say, so Khazars will say it also. No, it's a century chronicles, you know. Met zo'n Guzai in bar Hebreeuws chronicle is te zeggen Guzai. De Oguzet, om Augustus, you know. Gagauzia today, Moldova. But Ogus again, Gezu, Jesus, so Oguzes cross the Danube, let's say Done, Ister. Why again Ister and Jesus, the biggest. This year, but you divide it, gives the Easter fucking cycle. Or let's say it goes to zero, Jesus born. Cross the Easter, cross. You know, it's not crossing some crazy nomads coming from north and mental fucking illness, you know. There was something else, I don't know what. In Bar Hebrews Chronicle, I want to say, what this year it says, Anno Grecorum, so I don't know. It says, who's are Guzai? So the Geze letter again, which can be Geze, can be written Geze like this, so again, the zece like in Romanian, tene, sacae name of Scyths, so all these things are the same. You have the Khazar name as the Geze, zece, and Azer, Hungaria, and they say the Hungarians went in battle with 20 horsemen. In Hungaria, Hus is, Hus is 20, but Husa is written like this, or Husa. Also, what is it, you know? And 20,000 is written like Hus Azer, you know? Azer is 1,000, Hus is 20. So 10 ton, 1,000 kilo, tonno. 10, which is also saze, Hungarian, for the 100, say saze. Also has the saze, you know, or if you want, use, chase, or usi swims. I don't know, but this multiplication of this multiplication of 10, right? The 10 is fucking C. The tanais Scythia is clearly history, man. Plus, of course, the choose any test story, but who are the, successor, who are the Khazars, the 10 tribes, Israelis and shit, you know. Jews, Assyrian captivity. Assyrian name also has the Khazar, Sere, you know. So they make Assyrian captivity was, they captured it themselves, or what, you know. Yes. Yeah, the density Shuri Hungaria. Interesting Shere, you know. Why Shere? Like Assir. But Shiri Hungarian is graves against some catastrophe or fucking Christ. Not graves, man, grave. Grave also, grave in English also means cry or something. Graven. You go against some dark again, raven and shit. And destiny, or fate, Hungarian Source. And see that Soros, J-O-J. Fucking, you know. Why exactly? But shore in fucking English is see fucking shore. Hungarian party. Wat sägs så nu ska lovsätta partyans. And the Atlanteans were saying the seashore dwelling peoples. Seashore in Hungarian is party. But party is homeland already. So we are back to Haza Hungarian homeland, Årsage, but the GK interchange, Khazar, whatever, Arsak was the founder of party wherever you. It's crazy, they know these things, man. But this was the crazy destination and desich in Slavic is 10. So this Scythia with Don River the hugest code for, I don't know, is not the border of Europe and Asia, but is some, you know, minimum is America some, you know. What is in the North Pole and South and outer lanes. Crazy. Oh yeah, I forget that Deniz'e is in Turkish. Already the letter version, right? Let's see that. Romania, Mare, Moria. Let's see, Tajik I say. Bare. Arabs. Persian say Bare. That's a Persian I say, but I don't. Where the fucking pilater man? Darja! Of course, was. Well, come on, man. I must ask somebody. Look. Darja is said for a. Let's see what gives the search if I copy this fancy, I don't know what. Look, there is, look, see. Wait a fucking minute. So they said in Solinus that they messed it up some, it was, I don't know, the jaxartes river is, took this jaxartes to be the same with river that is tanais. So of course it's the same. Because today is called it Sir Darja. Wait a fucking minute, let's go there. Jaxartes river, I guess it's the Sir Darja, Ramu Darja, whatever. Sir Darja, it seems. They're mocking with aral lake, but density of population is big here, huh? That's it today. The history is written for future, man. Fucking hell, they're mocking everything. So east, what Darja is it, finally? Sir Darja. What is it, the northern? I was thinking it is northern. Assir, you know, again, the Assir name. Assir, Khazar again, similar, but it's the fucking tanais, Scythia. Solid say the messing up tanais och jaxartes. Det was interesting. Scyths, they say the Scythian school is Scyths, I don't know what is it. Silk is like Silk Road, I don't know, you know. But now I see fucking Persian, it said Darja. So of course this fucking was messed up with tanais, because tanais is C. Tengeri Ungarian och Deniz i turkisk C. Or Tene, well, I'll say it, you know. Alright. Io, Tengeri Ungarian, Tengermania. Tentrabs. It's the same, it's a Jew story is northern man again, so what the fuck to say? At first you think like this, but probably it's global, I don't know what. Aral lake again. Interesting aral. So again is a double really Hungarian is happy. So like golden age or Armenia. Also Örüm, joy. But Urule, Hungarian is empty. Gets empty, not translated, you know. So Aral lake, Aral there was it said in Arhaik Hungarian for bride. Interesting, which happiness again. Why bride and bride is similar in English, no? Because they don't say bride, they say bride. It is similar to like bride, you know? Oron in Hungarian is good otherwise, but similar to aur, but the upside down ten letters aur in Romanian and Latin. So it was again, you know, Uri is empty. And interesting if take the Solin to say that nearby here, biggest density of populations, but today is not fucking big. In the northern part, in fact, is the less, because it's desert, right? Also here through Mongolia and here, Tarin, Bazin also, the fucking desert, you know. So it was emptied out. But of people. So you know, you know. Again, if you use the languages, but it was probably Maryland. The Mary again was similar to Mare, Sea. You know. So this is Urle. Orla is equal. Interesting in the Slavic. Orla, again, Ural, yeah, Ural. Ural and Aral, you know. And Ural we have, wait a minute. Here is the biggest density populations, attention, crazy. So if you enter already, Ural was called the riphean. But the riphean is European. So it's about Central Europe also, or Central Eurasia. Not just Central Asia, you know. Ural has the biggest mountain, People's Mountain. You know? So like people sleep there or what? Biggest Narod is people. People's mountain. You know? Ural, similar to Aral, where we have the biggest density in Solinus of peoples. But if you already went to Ural, riphean, hyperborea again, so we are back to these fancy things, you know, big higher things, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's 10 tribes, 10 destination. That's each is 10 Islam. Tanais is what, you know, Central Asian story, Central Eurasian story, Central European story, because don't this Hungary. The same fucking thing, man. But it's probably not happened. Was here probably because if you take simply, probably we were conquered last by parasites, you know. But we southern, from south you cannot conquer Central Eurasia because it's full with mountains. Not even all Eurasia, right? From north, parasite is too lazy, not goes to north, you know, to conquer from north. So they conquer from east and west. That's why Central Eurasia, which means from Carpathians to Mongolia, we have the shittiest history. Meanwhile, the peripheries, for example, East, China, Japan, England, Germany, France, has the more glorious history comparing to us, because they were conquered earlier by parasites. This is the basic of all this world's history. If you were conquered earlier, you have more glorious history. More order, more because imagine if they conquered you lastly, they were pissed off on you, right? But they rather the shittiest version for you. But we were the last who were, you know. Everything is upside down, man. Plus is not is about just you know, probably not probably, I'm fucking sure, not just northern Eurasian story, but it's global some shit. Look, and people's mountain. Crazy. So like here is the biggest people of even the marshes on people. Communist that's aral here, because the density of Solinus, but we see daar jaxartes messed it up with tanais, Donen, you know. Probeert Hungars came to Tartars cross, but the sea story is no question, is it? Noah again, or June Prestige, June Tartars, you know. Or not games other thing. Probably on the video I will